them is moving on, and the other one is getting kicked down into losers to face Sean Conroy. No slouch in their own regard, showing up to the spring blockbuster, so definitely a super strong player that can win any given Sunday. I think we're looking at 3 players that could really kill each other at any given moment, right? The fatality is just waiting on the precipice of fate, dancing on the edge of a blade, Sharpie.
It definitely is a sharp amount of tension you could definitely cut with a knife. WingZero running their illustrious solo Philia team, and it looks like PME is going to go with Robo Fortune, Painwheel, and Misfortune, the very similar and classic team they've always ran.
Right, and we're going to see this character absolutely disintegrate the moment they get touched by Philia. Do not want.
Okay, a lot of beams coming out here. Painwheel snapping them up. Nice and simple right now by Wing. Wing knows that solo damage and ultimately knows that how much meter exactly he's going to use for this. We may see that finer meter come out, just secure the deal. Yep, that's nice.
Precision!
And clean. Oh
Precision meter management and damage. Oh! That was a lot of meter to take back to neutral, but again, when it works, it works.
Okay. Head off does confirm there. A much better situation than if there were a big ban on the screen. I think PME doesn't necessarily feel any fear seeing that Philia, but now that he's in the corner, getting schmixed, and Wing has that meter, he should be afraid. Oh my god. Wing's incoming game is always just so nasty. Fantastic grab to go ahead and turn around the trays of war there by Wing, but Wing takes it back by immediately reversal leveling 1. Unfortunately, no meter to talk about here. Just needs one more confirm,
wow.
and that is going to be it. Yep.
Weird little American situation there. Yeah, that didn't make. I mean, that's just a standing mid. It shouldn't have even hit there. I think possibly hands off the stick situation.
Yeah, it was a very interesting fastball for sure. But luckily, Wing was able to pull it out, getting that 1-0 over PME inside of this bracket. Now, I'll be honest with you, Kai, we saw both of these players in the past, and I have to say that for me, it was really surprising to see the ultimate score end up being 3-2 in PME's favor. Wing taking the very first match this time around definitely cements some things, you know? It does show that both these players are in a very similar skill base right now, and it ultimately just comes down with who's more comfortable with their team against the other, who has more tools in their backpack, I would say. And ultimately for me, that answer is PME, but I'm always a big fan of WingZero's skill. So as a solo player, I have to resonate very heavily with Wing, which is to say that I'm very heavily rooting for Wing here to take this pot.
Yeah, and we saw obviously them fight last week, right? So this is fresh, right? The wound is fresh for WingZero, and I think that's possibly what's driving that tension there. It was not overt aggression, right? WingZero had to get past that robo, had to fight past the beams, and frankly didn't really make any wrong decisions. WingZero played clean, effective, efficient, and won that one very handily. PME is going to have to sort of increase the cadence of that defensive play. Instead of saying, I'm happy to be 5 feet from you, you kind of need to be happier to be a little farther away. or you're going to need to adjust more than that. PME is perfectly capable of adjustment, but WingZero almost seems so solid. I'm not sure what you could do.
No, I completely agree. It's really nice to see Wing on a tear, because Wing is one of those players that fundamentally understands not just Skullgirls, but every fighting game that they play. When they play Guilty Gear, they understand it. When they play Skullgirls, they understand it. When they play, you know, Punch Planet, they understand it. Wing is just one of those people that knows the specific fighting style they're trying to go with, finds a favorite character, and makes it work. And it's always a pleasure to see it being rewarded, specifically in a game like Skullgirls that balances so heavily on what a player's team choice is. PME is a fantastic example of that. PME has so many fantastic skill-heavy characters on there. They have Painwheel, they have Robo Fortune, they have Misfortune. It's really honestly a smorgasbord when it comes to what type of assist you want to work with it, and I think PME's done a really good job of mastering both the safe DHC as well as the safe PBGC in addition to understanding exactly when to snap their opponent to the best of their benefit. And I think that makes PME such a strong player. You know what I mean, Kai?
Yeah, WingZero is one of those players that I think falls into the category, because if you have your heat chart or your Venn diagram, whatever, however you visualize it, WingZero falls into several categories. Fast, not overexcited, right? Some people play balls to the wall, hyper aggression, throwing everything at you. But if you see Wing play, you see him in person, you just observe his style. Fast does not mean out of control. For WingZero, fast just means fast. Able to turn and go fast at any given moment. Looking for the opportunity and then going at top speed. Max speed when it's right. Right? Very rarely does WingZero get to the point where they're just throwing something against the wall and seeing what sticks. That's not how they play.
Magnet immediately falling through in that combo right now, not able to quite get what they need. And PME's back in neutral, which Philia doesn't necessarily.
Wow, the empty jump into crouch block to just be patient, that's kind of what I'm talking about there. I'm fully confident in Wing's patience.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Wing does a great job of approaching here, and we're not seeing any issues with Wing getting in against Robo, but PME's more than happy to kick Philia back off and make her have to approach again. A lot of beams to keep it off. Good use of that DP assist. Level 1 to make Philia maybe think again about using as many IADs to approach.
And that is the second time that has happened. The thing is, the head mine is actually a DP. People don't think of it like that because it doesn't visually look like that, but it performs the same function. If you do it in a wake-up situation and they touch you and get hit by it, they essentially just got DP'd into a combo. It's kind of crazy to think of it like that, but it sometimes is very useful to realize what it does. That's the second time it's worked, and this is the second time he's going for this, covering himself with that. From a distance, goes right through the mine. Dead character, maybe into even snap. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I can almost promise you 100% what PME was trying to do there was DHC, and he did the wrong input. It didn't come out in the middle of that super flash, and he missed the timing. I can almost guarantee that's what happened. I'm pretty sure Wing was expecting a DHC. It capitalized off the fact it didn't happen as well. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. PME has more than enough meter to kill off this next Philia touch, and it looks like they're going to get an opportunity to do so if WingZero drops this next incoming, which unfortunately that did happen. Yeah.
Yep, there's the touch.
Wow. That's so insane that PME was still able to pick that up even after that DHC did not happen.
Yeah, that's just sometimes things go wrong in the moment, and how do you capitalize them, right? I actually, WingZero was able to turn that around as soon as they saw it. One of the interesting things about some players is where they live in their head as things are happening, right? One of the things I've always loved about Skullgirls is what I call the concept of like active defense, which means when you're being comboed, it's not time to turn your brain off, right? You still have to play a form of defense, wondering where the reset's going to be. And Wing plays a form of active response, just like other really good players, where at any given moment, if something bad were to happen, what is the contingency plan, right? If DIT doesn't happen, I know what I'm going to do. If this doesn't happen, I know what I'm going to do. And you just think that every second as things adjust. Really good players are on another level. Wing's one of those people.
Agreed. Heavily agreed. Really nice use right now of beams to get Wing off and consistently keep Wing off. Loving using all of the heads for detonation. Like you said, he confirms. Beautiful game. Punishing that peeing wheel right there.
My God, the
Wing
red health.
knows, yeah. Wing knows what that solo damage can do to anybody he's able to touch with Philia.
Nice! And there's the scissors. Get out of here, Red Life. You're mine.
Yeah, very smart snap. That was very good for Wing. Okay. Nice amounts of pressure right here. Little bit more. Spiral doesn't.
Ooh, doesn't believe in hit. Okay, anti-air. Smack him. Lots of meter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ah, very nice. Way to spend the meter. Oh, the throw. No conversion. Gets a hit. Nothing. Oh, yes. That's what I like to see. Calling them out.
One touch is all.
Oh, it goes too far. The overhead just going for it.
That was crazy. That was a very, very nice play and peace of mind right there by PME to go ahead and get that, and it actually secured him not just the second game, but very possibly the third, based off the mind state that Wing is in right now.
Yeah, this one is... Wow. I really did not suspect that was going to be the case there. Am I crazy, or is 2-1 not correct up there on WingZero's side? All right, don't worry about it. We're getting that fixed. We're gonna paint over that. There. Oh, hey, just like Magic Man. Can you believe it? I can't believe I used my Skull Wish on correcting the board. I should have wished for something more grand. Yeah, right now it's crazy. That was turned around in a very key moment towards the end. WingZero was actually in fairly good control of that for a lot of it, and then had just some unfortunate situations, which were really PME's fortunate situations. So you gotta, I mean, it takes two to tango. WingZero didn't lose it. PME won it.
Yeah, a lot of skill there showcased by PME, and a lot of understanding of the neutral and of his character and of his opponent's mind state, not the opponent's character, the opponent's mind state. I feel as though PME did a really good job of understanding and playing against there.
Yeah. Very true, very true. So if you're PME in your wing, who do you think needs to make an adjustment?
To be very honest with you, I feel as though everything Wing did the very last game was actually very good. The biggest issue that Wing ran into was their character choice, because they didn't have a full screen answer to Robo confirming at any point on the full screen, or really anything with the beams, which makes it very difficult to counterattack. But Wing is also one of those people who really plays solo Philia. Like, that's what they play. You know, Wing plays solo Philia. You could put a Pain Wheel or a Parasol on that team specifically, and it's not really going to change the fact that Wing is an amazing Philia, and that's what Wing is here to play. I feel like all of Wing's damage against PME was amazing. Every single time that we saw a happy birthday combo, it was really, really good. Wing did a great job of punishing all of the assists. It ultimately just came down to the fact that Philia versus Robo is not necessarily in Philia's favor, and that's going to be hard. You want to knock out Robo as quickly and as succinctly as possible, to be very honest with you.
Absolutely. So this round start has got the respectful neutral. Hey, WingZero trying to get closer. PME saying, nope, please back up. Please back up.
Lots of
tagging the assist a little bit. Very nice. Man, PME has missed with that only once. I think he's 4 for 5 for those full screen supers hitting.
PME's doing a very good job of waiting until he sees that beam's confirmed to finish up there, but it's beautiful to see, especially when it results in nothing. But, you know, red health.
Yeah. Ooh.
A lot of beams coming out right now.
Still cannot get a clean hit. There's the scissors. Little off the top, please.
Okay, that looks like it's going to be a dead Robo, which is exactly what Wing needed right now. Very next order of business is obviously to actually get rid of this misfortune. I don't think...
Oh, sunk right beneath it. That's so much meter gone for no hit. And PME, speaking of meter... Just ran out of a dizzy. Still tons of life you can get back, though. WingZero can... Oh! Gets clipped. PME, just like that, sneaks it in. Very strong round from PME. I mean, honestly, that first half of that game went exactly as PME is hoping it would go, which is to say, keeping it arm's length.
Yep, for sure. I think Wing did a really good job there of trying to get the momentum on his side, but I think PME did an even better job of, like you said, that round start just entirely too oppressive. And with this 3-1, PME moves forward into our summer finals next week with, I believe, quite a few talented people on the microphone, yourself included there, Kai. I'm very excited to see the main event next week where PME and so many other of our talented players we will see as well.